Within the 8 questions are 10 available points to obtain because a couple questions have some bonus questions intertwined within them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read you the question, and then obviously you will attempt to answer. And I will let you know.
How many questions? 3?
Nope, close. 8. 8 questions.
8?
8.
Oh.
Yes.
My ears are defective. Sorry.
It's okay. So I'll let you know if you get them right or wrong as we go forward here. Did you have any questions for me before we get started?
Nope. I'm good.
Then let's do this shit. Here we go. Question number 1. How many rules are there in the Dynasty rulebook?
Oh my goodness gracious.
Now I wanna let you know that you don't necessarily have to nail this question. If you get it, whoever between you and Coach Matt get it closer will get this point. But I will have you know that Coach Whiffen was 5 away from the correct answer.
Oh boy, 5. No, it's a lot. I would say guesstimate 33.
Wow. That's an excellent answer, Phil. And you get that point because Coach Matt guessed 30. You guessed 33. The correct answer, 35.
Ooh, that's close.
Very close.
I would even won by Price is Right rules.
Exactly. Question number 2. Who was the first guest ever on the Dynasty podcast?
Oh, the first guest?
Yes, the first guest.
Zach Palucha.
Correct. Nicely done. Our former reigning champion was the first guest ever on the Dynasty podcast. Good job.
That was a great guest. Great guest.
2 up, 2 down for you. Here we go. That's why you're a Hall of Famer. All right, question number 3. Which team has the most all-time points per game? And as a bonus question, how many points does this team average per game?
Oh, boy. I want to say Zach Palucha again.
And how many points per game?
I'll go with 110.
Good guess. Unfortunately, Coach, you are incorrect. You're pretty close with the points per game guess. You said 110. However, Coach Zach is not the correct answer. Actually, Brutal Deluxe is the correct answer. Brutal Deluxe actually averages 114 points per game. Handy Quacks is actually second, so it was a good guess. He averages 105. So unfortunately, you do not get that point or either of those points.
Okay.
Question number 4 is: beginning in Dynasty 6, the Riverdale Gazette has had full-length newspapers consisting of extremely realistic paintbrush portraits. Of these 12 gazettes, which coach has been featured on the main photo cover page the most amount of times? And I'll also give you a guess. There are actually 2 correct answers.
Oh boy. I'll say right off the top of my head, Jeff Dard.
Correct. Nicely done. And for the shit of it,
Do I fill out the second one? Because I think I'm struggling on that one.
you know what? It's not going to count, but just for bragging rights, I'd like to hear your guess.
Shoot, I should have kept my mouth shut. Let's see. It's not Will? Was it Will?
It is not Will. Good guess, though. You get this correct. Jeff is correct. Jeff has actually been on the main photo cover page 7 times. Myself, actually, is the other correct answer. I've also been on 7 times. Jeff and I are tied in that regard. Will is actually tied, or actually 4th, so he's up there. But anyway, you get.
That's figured with the whole like numerous baby situations and easy comedy.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So, yeah, anyway, you get that point. Question number 5. Which team holds the Dynasty record for the most amount of points scored in a regular season?
I should go my gut reaction. I'll take Bubba.
Good guess. Incorrect.
Was it you?
No, it is not me. I did hold the record at one time, but I no longer do.
Brutal.
The Guard Dogs.
Holy, I would never guess that.
Believe it or not, it is the Guard Dogs. The crazy.
Yeah, we all tend to forget that season.
Yeah, the crazy season he put together back in Dynasty 6. He scored 1,812 points, which is the most amount of points scored in regular season. Brutal is second, actually, from this past year, and Bubba is actually third from this past year. So, good guesses, but I'm sorry, you did not get that one correct. Question number 6 is, who was the only coach to blow off and be a no-show during this past season's Dynasty podcasts?
Was it a no-show?
Yes, we had one coach who was a no-show. We tried to call him. At the time, he said he would be available, and he was not available. We could not get a hold of him. We tried to call him many times. We texted him. We did everything we could, and he was not there. Who was this person?
This is where my learning disorder pops in. I started thinking right away to PJ for dissing us at the draft, but then you spun it with the podcast. So I got to think about it. I think it's Brian Cavalieri.
That's a good guess. I don't know why that's a good guess, actually, but no, I'm just being nice. It's a good guess, but you're incorrect. Coach Brandon, actually, is the correct answer. Brandon McDowell. He did not show up, if you will, during the playoff edition podcast. You mentioned PJ. For a lot of you tenured coaches, you know what we're all referring to. For some of you new coaches, you may not know, but Phil was referring to Coach PJ DeFagowitz, who used to be in the league. He blew us off one year, didn't show up for the draft. That was actually when Coach Zach Palucha joined the league, which was great. And that's actually worthy and up for grabs in the Hall of Fame this year. I'll be voting on at some point later in the offseason. Anyway, I digress. Sorry for rambling on there. Coach Phil, you got a little, you better get some right here. We got 2 more questions and 3 more possible points. I think you're going to have to get them all to have a shot here. Question 7 is, in Dynasty Bowl 6, Coach Brian Cavalieri's Soul Glow defeated Coach Bub Palucha's Bubba Gump Shrimp 148-93. Who was the Dynasty Bowl 6 MVP?
MVP? So 2009? So that's Dynasty 6, right?
Yes, that is correct. 2009 Dynasty 6.
I can't think. I have no idea.
Okay.
Let me go.
Want to throw out a guess, or?
No, don't got a guess.
Okay. Well, the answer is Jabbar Gaffney.
Oh my goodness, I would never guess that.
Yes.
I forgot that.
Yes, Jabbar Gaffney was picked up right before that week of the Dynasty Bowl and completely went off and helped Soglo to a championship.
Yep, that's right.
Well, I don't know. We'll finish it out here. We got one more question. It's a 2-parter. Maybe you can finish out strong. You never know what could happen here. The last question is question number 8. Which team has the most amount of all-time Dynasty awards and titles? And as a bonus question, how many does this team have?
awards and titles.